6 say, Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And said I,
Here am I.
Here am I. Here am I.
Here am I.
Here am I. Send me.
In 2014, God called us to leave our ministry that my dad had pastored for 7 years to head to the northeast of Brazil to a city called Salvador. God did amazing things as we crisscrossed the United States on deputation and gained 100% of our needed support in just 14 months.
We arrived on the field both excited and exhausted, but with bigger challenges ahead of us than behind us. My parents enrolled in a 10-month language school in São Paulo, and we all worked hard to learn the basics of the language.
We had been assured that it was normal to spend the first 4 years just learning the language, but we felt that God had a bit more for us, and only a year and a half later, we moved to Salvador. Our plans were to start a church a few months later, but God had other plans. When we moved, we met a missionary up the coast who was going on furlough and didn't have anyone to care for his ministry during his absence. We prayed and we agreed to take the work. The last words that the daughter of the missionary said to us before leaving was, "Good luck, you're going to need it."
But we had more than just good luck. We saw the power of God at work. We were able to see souls saved and lives changed. For example, we were planning to have a Bible club for one of the new church plants, and we were praying for about 50 kids. God brought out over 275, most of which heard the gospel for the first time. Then there was our evangelistic conference, where God brought in over 90 first-time visitors, and we could share at least a half dozen stories as amazing as those. Weddings, funerals, home dedications, youth activities, God blessed it all. Once we turned the work back over to the other missionary, I began receiving requests to come and preach all over the country. Youth events, special services, missions conferences, anniversary conferences, and more. We have seen the hand of God working. So where are we now? While it's true that Brazil gets more missionaries than almost any other country, one look at the map shows why the Northeast is in such desperate need. Cities like São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro get much of the attention, yet in the 9 states that make up the Northeast of Brazil, there are more than 57 million people and only about 10 missionaries of like faith and practice. Our goal upon arriving back to Brazil is to plant a brand new work in the Salvador metropolitan area. Salvador is the capital city of the Northeast, and we believe that this church will need to become a training ground for men and women who desperately want to see God use them in the Northeast of Brazil. We will then take and plant those men in churches and see the work of God grow in the Northeast. We hope that we've worked to earn the trust and confidence that you placed in us several years ago, and for that you will forever have our thanks.
But we are more excited about what God's going to do than what He has already done.
The time is short and the need is great, but our God is greater.
Thank you for the way God has used you and the way He'll use you again.